been going over. And a brief preview of it, or a review of it, we're going over our Dream It, Pen It, Live It, the book. It was written by Terry Savelle Foy, if you want to check it out. But tonight will probably be our last night of studying it, but we will go back and visit it a few times during this year just to check on everybody's vision board and see how they're coming through with it, what they're checking off. And so tonight it was really good. We got to talk to a couple ladies that have actually checked off one or two of the things on their vision board, and I got to talk about some of the progress of my vision board. I had some people came out this week and gave some estimates on some things that I'm trusting God for this year. So the point of tonight's lesson was faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And they had a really cool quote tonight from Pablo Picasso. And it says, inspiration exists, but it has to find us working. Pablo Picasso quoted that. It says, inspiration is there, but the inspiration will do no good if we're not working towards what it is we're believing for. You know, if you believe a chair will hold you up, you will sit in it. If you're believing God for getting your debts paid, you will start making payments towards it, trusting God to help us get it paid, trusting Him for the income to get it paid, or maybe some miracle will happen and get it all paid at one time. But it's all, we start rowing that way. I heard someone say once that if you're out on the shore, you're offshore, and you're believing to get to the shore, start rowing that way, trusting God to get you over the waves back to the shore. But to just sit there and do nothing is not really faith. Because it says in the book of James, we went to James chapter 2, verse 14, where the book James is telling the church. He says, what good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith, but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say goodbye and have a good day, stay warm and eat well. But then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? So you see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless. So it's one thing to say you believe, and it's quite another to act like you believe. The two go hand in hand. James goes on to say, some will say, I'll show you my faith. Some will say, I'll show you my works. But James says, but I say, I will show you my faith by my good works. The two go hand in hand. And so that's basically our lesson for this evening, was that we need to start making plans of how we want to see our vision board come to pass, but trusting God for all of the income, all of the increase, all of the progress. Because we also spoke of that Jesus said the kingdom of God, through the parable of the sower, he said all the parables, if you don't understand that parable, how will you understand any parable, he says? Because the kingdom of God is based on seed, time, and harvest. And so I also urge the ladies tonight to maybe sow a seed towards somebody else that's trusting for maybe the same thing you are. Sow a seed into someone else's vision so you'll see a harvest in your vision. And so that's what I'm going to leave you guys with tonight. Just be thinking about that. If it's something you're believing God for, maybe you need to sow a seed to receive the harvest. Have a great day.